Yeah, so moving ahead, we have a slot where I'll be explaining about benefits of contributing towards FOSSI. So, yeah, so I have a very small presentation. So I'll share my screen. Give me a minute. So yeah, I am here. So we have learned so much in these 2, 3 days now. This is the third day today. So I'm going to talk about the benefits. What do you get? You have heard so much about FOSSI. You have heard so much about FOSSI activities. There are professors coming and talking about all these things. Then what is it? So I'm going to talk about your benefit. So yeah, so I'll start with what FOSSI is all about. Uh, as I told you on the first day, FOSSI stands for Free Libre Open Source Software for Education. We are a project which promotes the use of FLOSS tools in academia and research. FOSSI project is part of National Mission on Education, Government of India. Uh, the software which we are promoted, the software which are promoted by the FOSSI projects are Scilab, Python, eSIM, DWSIM, Open Modelica, R, OSDAC, OpenFOAM, QGIS, Open Hardware, Focal. So this is what we do. So there are various activities on the FOSSI. Textbook companion, as I already told you on the first day, textbook companion is an activity that aims to port solved examples from standard textbooks using free and open source software. This is not only available in Scilab, but it is also available in any of the software which I just listed in Open Modelica. We also have activities of textbook companion. Then we have lab migration. Lab migration aims to port, lab migration aims to migrate labs that use proprietary software to free and libre open source software labs only. So we help you migrate your proprietary labs to a open source software based lab. So we do that for all the projects, like whatever open source software we are contributing to, which I listed in my previous slide. Along with Scilab, we do lab migration for those software also. Then we have some niche software activities. So we came up with this activity because we wanted to popularize the use of open source software in colleges in India. So we have initiated various activities that aim to convert a typical project taken by a student as a final year project, or the project taken from any education magazine, or a mini project under undergraduates, or anywhere in his higher studies. So this can get students attention from industry, which can result in possible internship and subsequent employment. Some of these activities are case study projects in OpenFOAM and R, flow sheeting projects in DWSIM Open Modelica, circuit simulation project in eSIM, uh, and power system simulation in Open Modelica. So yeah, so these are the activities and about FOSSI. So we also have internship opportunities. FOSSI Summer Fellowship is taken from month of April in summer every year. But this year, due to pandemic, we came up because the colleges were online and we didn't know whether a college will have a summer semester. We came up with semester-long internship, wherein the students will do internship with us in any of the projects which I listed, in any of the software or projects which I mentioned earlier in my previous slide. So they come with us, they work with us for one long semester, and they produce something. So yeah, that is what we came up this year. And FOSSI Summer Fellowship we always have every year. So we are doing FOSSI Summer Fellowship I think since 2018, and we have been taking about approximately 90 to 100 fellows every year across India. So every time the students have to, it is not based on the selection of fellowship or internship is not based on their academics. It is purely based on the task which we assign. So there is a registration process, and then there is a process where they have to select the software which they would want to work on, and then there will be a task, there will be a screening task related to that project. If that person completes the screening task very well, in that stipulated time which we have given. And if it is very good, then that person gets selected for the summer fellowship. They come, usually they used to come here, but since last year we are having it do it online remotely at their place. So that was also a good hit last year. We did the FOSSI Summer Fellowship online, where students work from their home, and it was a good experience for students as well as us. So yeah, that is how we get along with students and faculties from various college. So we also conduct workshop and conferences like this. So we'll keep you notifying about our workshops and upcoming conference. And as Yash mentioned, we'll be putting it on our social media handles and website. So stay connected. Next, I'm going to talk about, because the audience mainly we have students and faculty. So let me talk about the benefits for students. So firstly, the students learn open source software. Students learn to use the open source software and implement their projects. They interact, they get guidance from IIT Bombay faculty members. They start building up more sophisticated projects compared to other students. So they actually stand apart from the crowd because they know some software which is very different from what other students know. So this in turn will create employment opportunities for the students. And we actually give a certificate from FOSSI, IIT Bombay to students. And we also give a web page recognition. So Professor Subbalakshmi was also talking about this. Professor Marshall also mentioned this, that we publish the work done by anyone on our website. So this stays for lifetime, so that the students can present their work when they are applying for higher studies or internship somewhere else. So if you can see here, yeah, so if you see here, I have opened the page of FOSSI Summer Fellowship, and these are the fellows who actually have finished their fellowship last year. And here are the names. Here is their college name. Here is the software they worked on, and here is their report. So this is the recognition which always stays with them. There is nothing wrong in this. Like they will not deny. They can't lie to anyone that I have done this. And in fact, if someone has to see their work, they just have to come. The student have to just give this link, and they have to tell them to click here. And here we have hosted the report of their work. So this is one I'm showing you for Scilab case study and XCOS textbook companion, which we had last year. So it is still loading. Yeah. So Kshitij from Triple IT Senapati Manipur had made this, had contributed to case study project and contributed to FOSSI Summer Fellowship. So this is what he has worked on. ICPB Toolbox, Scilab on Cloud. So everything, whatever he has done is been here. So he just has to give this link to someone who has to see his capabilities in Scilab. So coming back to my presentation, yeah. So this definitely is a good opportunity, and you use this very vastly. And we have also got testimonials of free few past fellows who have used this link to get higher opportunities, studies and employment opportunities. Yeah. Next up, we have something for the faculty members too. So faculty members also learn and gain knowledge and floss. Definitely, they can use this knowledge in their research, coursework, and for what if studies. If a faculty member contributes to any of the project, then they also get a web recognition to for the contribution for the lifetime. So whoever builds, they get this link, right? In whatever activities which I mentioned earlier, we publish everything because we are open source. We publish everything on the website. So that link also the faculty member get. So they also get recognition at their institution in terms of using floss and saving money of the institution, which can be used in other infrastructure or any other important things in the institution. So they get recognized at their college, their institution itself. So, and they stand apart definitely from the crowd. So, getting associated with a government-funded project at IIT Bombay, they get they give contribute they contribute to our project. They also get recognized and they get associated with IIT Bombay faculties, and it's a government project, funded project. So their NAC credits also improve. So if contributed majorly, then they get a chance to become a top contributor. Will create opportunity for the institution to become a FOSSI club and a FOSSI champion. So as I told you, Professor Subbulakshmi was a FOSSI champion. Jane Marshall sir, Professor Jane Marshall was also a FOSSI champion. They have contributed a lot. So they ultimately became a top contributor, and their institute is now a FOSSI club with us. So I'll tell you what FOSSI club and FOSSI champion is in my next slide. So institution also saves money. So institution gets a better NAC accreditation. As Professor Subbulakshmi mentioned on the first day, that there are sections, various sections like 4.2.7, where e-content development by faculty, where now Professor Marshall also mentioned about internship opportunities. If you send your student outside for internship, that will also improve the NAC credits. You get credits for all these points. The institution will get credits for all these points. So yeah, so by contributing and getting in touch with us, you improve the NAC credits of the institution. So you get an opportunity to become a FOSSI club. Now, what is a FOSSI club? So we have this website where we have written everything about the FOSSI club. So it's still loading. Yeah. So we have a list of FOSSI clubs here. We have VIT, we have St. Xavier's, we have Shripati Institute of Management. We have all these colleges, and each one has a faculty member here. So I'll show you what St. Xavier's Catholic, since it is first, I'll just show you what they have contributed to. So we host everything here, that they have done this work is in progress, and which all faculty members are involved. So I was telling about web recognition. So even the faculty members get this recognition, and all these faculties have contributed to all our activities, all our projects. So this link will improve your NAC credits, your NABA credits. So yeah, what is a FOSSI club? FOSSI club is any institution that will promote and contribute to various activities of FOSSI project. The club can also undertake events, like if they want to do a workshop with us, the FOSSI club can just approach to us, and they will conduct similar events, whatever FOSSI is doing. So they will help us promote the softwares. They can also help us in development of some other software, like VIT students have helped us in developing the toolbox. So all these the FOSSI club members can. This in turn will improve the institution's certification. Okay, how you can become? Firstly, you have to contribute a lot. This is what you have to contribute to. And then there is the expression of interest, which the head of your college will sign and send it to us. And then what are the benefits? So you get recognized as a FOSSI club on our website. You get to collaborate with various activities. You get contributions from various, so all sorts of things. So approximately 20 NAC credit points you get for contributing to all these activities. So this is all about FOSSI club. So institute also get recognized. There are employment opportunities, internship opportunities for students. So once you become a FOSSI club or FOSSI champions, you are with us. So you will know whether we are having a summer fellowship, whether we are having an internship. So you'll know everything ahead of time, and you will start contributing, and your students will be benefited with it. Yeah. So for industry, you take the software home with you, which improves the work efficiency of the employee, and you identify good people from the company. So yeah, if you have any questions, I'm you're welcome to ask me. So definitely, I'm expecting lots of lab migration, lots of textbook companions coming up from Scilab, because now you know what Scilab is, and you know how to code in Scilab. So definitely start contributing, and thank you. So any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for a nice talk and then a wonderful workshop. Ma'am, I have a small question. In the workshop, you mentioned about something like 75,000 solved examples and will be provided to
Yeah.
us.
No, that is
How can we
available
get this?
online, sir. Cloud.scilab.in.
Okay, it's for available for everyone, right? Not for only
Yes,
for
yes.
this.
Can you show it,
Yes,
Vinita?
yes.
Can you show it?
I shall show it at a bit. Let me share my screen.
Vinita, Ms. Banureka, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, thank you for the very nice presentation. In our syllabus, there is a component like tutorial component, which will be a part of the course syllabus itself. Yeah, it's a practical component. So can it be considered under this lab migration project?
Rashmi, would you want to answer this question? Yeah, there.
It's actually theory plus the lab components together as a course.
Ma'am, give me a minute. Let me attend to the 75,000 question which sir has asked, and then I'll come back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Vinita ma'am.
Wait, Rashmi, let me finish this first.
Okay.
So yeah, someone asked about the 75,000 examples. So those are nothing but all the textbook companions which all from all across the country are hosted here. So each textbook companion has more about 100 to 200 questions. Few, about 80 to 100 questions. Few actually about 10 to 20, I think more than that has some have 200, some have 250. So that way we tell that there are 75,000 examples available. So each of this will have some examples together. All these are hosted here on cloud.scilab.in. From cloud.scilab.in, you can find the books. Even on scilab.in, you will find the completed textbook companions, and cloud.scilab.in, you'll see all those hosted here. Even here, they are hosted. You can click and find them. But if you want to use it on the browser itself, so you go to cloud.scilab.in, select the category, main category, then the subcategory, then the book and the chapter, then the example, then you get this code, then you execute. Actually, there's some internet issue, that's why the graph is not coming, but yesterday it had come. So you get the output. Okay, so you can also try it and check all the examples here. So it is available for everyone, sir. Anyone can, and this is an editable field. You all can do anything with this question. You can use it, you can project it. That's what on the first day I had presented this, and I had told that you can use it in your studies, in your class, in your coursework, in your research also. So there are many such examples here. Okay. I hope I have answered the question then. Now, coming to Dr. Bhanu's question. Ma'am, can you repeat the question, because Rashmi is our lab migration expert?
Yes. See, we have a component like theory and tutorial, that is practical exercises combined together as a course. So can it be considered as a lab migration project?
Ma'am, how many?
Yeah, absolutely. But which topic is it? May I know that?
That will be a 4-credit course, 3 credits for theory and 1 credit for the practical component.
All right. Which subject is it?
We have many such subjects, ma'am. For example, signal processing subjects are the image processing. Signals and systems.
You can definitely do it.
Okay.
There is no issue. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
But they also have to explore whether the solution is already ready, right? We already have some. So we also have some already ported labs, right? So even signal processing subject will also have some already migrated labs. So you should first check that whether your lab already has a solution, and then you can decide upon it.